your goal. Have you been tried in the fire?
Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. Touchdown, Giants! Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Haskins to the right side and complete to Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Haskins throw there, taken in by Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Haskins will throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Now Haskins to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. 7-7, our score after 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They go play action now. Haskins. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown. It's complete. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Haskins. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Haskins on 1st down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again, it's Haskins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Giants 7. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Devin Bush in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Dodges him at the 50, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 36. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Looking for Shepard deep. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They go play action with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Haskins. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
54, right there, 54.
Haskins going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the 2nd half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Stop shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Brown able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Haskins. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Off the bootleg. Jones rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Haskins throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. 20! Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense, they devise ways to give him the football in space and just let him go.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 71 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You got three down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Out left to Anderson.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they will take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.